Hi everyone, PaolaJo from SederQuilts. Have you ever been quilting along and realized, oh my goodness, the back fabric is just barely big enough? I was over at my friend Carrie's helping her with some custom quilting, and she realized that her back was just barely big enough. There was enough, but just barely enough, and so we needed a little more space. So let me show you how we puzzled out how to fix this problem. Okay, so we were running out of space and we needed this last inch of back fabric. So we basted as close as we could to the grippers and things here. We just basted as close as we could and it wasn't quite close enough. So now that is all secure. So now we have removed the RedSnappers and it's just floating here, okay? So we are now going to baste as close to the edge as we possibly can and glue that back on here, and we're going to leave enough of the batting to reattach with the RedSnappers. So we will, now I don't want the edge of the batting, I want the edge of the fabric. So if I just want to needle down, needle up, I'm going to do this, grab the bobbin, and we're going to, now we're going to try to stitch as close to the edge of the fabric as possible. And I'm just going to keep feeling, I can kind of see through the batting and see the fabric. Sometimes it helps to put a light on underneath. And if we have to get a little closer, we certainly can. But we just want to be on that back fabric because we don't want it to curl under and get caught. And now we're getting really close in here again. This is why we were running out of space. And because I have a little more space, I'm going to come down and do a second row here. And then let's just see how we are. Okay, we should be good. So now we're going to use the batting to actually attach our leaders with our grip, and we'll have more clearance space here. Let's trim my thread. Get the bobbin thread. Okay, so yeah, we'll reattach the red grippers. Quite get the bobbin thread. Alrighty, so now let's get our grippers out of the way a little bit. Do you have the really short? Okay. So the RedSnappers, the main leader can reach all the way to here, but it's in the way. So we're going to back it off, and we want to be just on the batting here, and we're going to sneak the deal out of here. So I want enough room that I'm not running into anything. I'm going to put one here. Okay. Now we're going to eyeball and try to be as straight as possible here. We're going to have a little bit of forgiveness in the batting. If your batting is too wimpy and it won't be able to hold this, we certainly could add another piece of fabric over the top. There we go. But we should be pretty good here this way. Let's get a couple more here.
Let's see. This one's in here. Good on here.
So at this point we can take our magnets off again. The magnets were holding the batting in place. Okay, so now we should be able to adjust our leaders again and get to there. And now we can just fluff that out of the way. Now, this is not as secure as having it on fabric. So again, if we need to, we could certainly put another layer of fabric on here and stitch it so that it's a little more secure. But this should be enough to get that bottom row done, and then everything's going to be secure enough. And we can use other methods to hold on to it. Now, if Carrie had been using a very open design, this would have been just fine to have just the batting holding things on. But we decided we better add the fabric so that it was a little stronger. So in adding that fabric, we wanted to stay along the edge of the back fabric. We had plenty to make it to the end of the quilt with the backing that was there. We just needed to cover up that little bit of batting that was the only thing holding. So once we had that secure, we also added a little bit of forgiveness with extra batting on the side. I have another video about that. And then we spent the rest of the day doing custom quilting, cropping out around the important parts that she wanted to poof and lift. Oh my goodness, we just had so much fun. If you would like to have me come and help you enjoy your quilting more, just contact me at SederQuilts.com and let's schedule a really fun day together. I'd love to help you enjoy your quilting more. See you soon. Toodaloo.